welcome back to the Bellicose Nation. Now today's topic is, of course, the ex-LAPD cop turned cop killer, and how a growing fringe, mostly on the left, has taken this guy into their hearts, into their tweets, and into their Facebook pages as a modern-day folk hero. That's right, folks. There are people all across this country who actually see Christopher Dorner as a force of good and a means to deliver justice to the LAPD and to stick it to the man. And I guess their families too, as he's targeting them as well for murder. But you know, from this guy's own manifesto, we know that he has some heroes of his own. And though this part of the story has quietly been downplayed in the media, there are those heroes of his. And who are they? Barack Obama, Pierce Morgan, Anderson Cooper, Ellen DeGeneres, and many others on the left. Though I think he did give props to Chris Christie as well. But I think that just might be a big guy solidarity thing going on there. Now, imagine, if you will, if Glenn Beck had been praised in this guy's manifesto, or God forbid, Rush Limbaugh. All we would hear about is how this guy was incited to kill by voices on the right and what we should do about it. Or imagine, if you will, if this was a white cop with the same race paranoia going on. That would be a media point fixation. In fact, they would probably have a name for the guy now, you know. And another point of interest is this. He was a huge fan of gun control. Never mind that he owned a so-called assault rifle himself. Shoot, this guy could have run for office or gotten appointed to some presidential task force. But instead, we have a guy who was canned from the LAPD, and he turns around and he wages war on that whole department, targeting officers and their families. And somehow, he has a growing collection of fans. They are tweeting him thumbs up. They are making Facebook pages, photoshopping flattering images. He's been called the Dark Knight, a crusader for justice, an American hero, and all kinds of terms of admiration. And they're only going to grow, I can tell you, if this thing goes on. Now, as I wrap this up, I want you to consider this last thought. Right now, no one assumes most of these guys' admirers are in the mainstream. But if this guy were smart, if he were really clever, and if he really wants to capture the hearts of those on the left, I'm going to tell you what he should do. He should get an animal involved in this story. That's right. He should create a news story where, I don't know, he should feed a stray dog along the way, or rescue a hungry cat, or drop off a couple of bags of food at the SPCA shelter. And trust me, if he did that, everyone from Bob Barker to Bill Maher to Sheryl Crow would instantly have a new patron saint to adore. Now, I'm telling you, if you doubt me, you just look at the way these folks admire Che Guevara. And I'm going to tell you, they dismiss the blood on his hands. And if this guy will play it right, they will dismiss the blood on his hands as well. Well, you've been listening to the Bellicose Nation.